Hello and welcome back to Drama Investigator. Today we are investigating Trisha Paytas, who once again did something out there to gain attention. This time she apologised to James Charles, Charlie and Dixie D'Amelio, and claimed multiple times on TikTok that she was quitting TikTok. Trisha has been a troll since the beginning of her YouTube career, and I no doubt believe that this was just another one of her weekly stunts to garner attention. So ever since Trisha created a TikTok, she's decided to become a TikTok drama channel, a niche that she knows all too fair well. She's blossomed on the app and gained a whole amount of new fresh followers, who are only now just learning that she's a troll. Trisha particularly has an interest in calling out influencers that have been accused of being but she's also taken it a step further in the past and has accused James of being one because he hangs out with teen TikTok superstars Charlie and Dixie D'Amelio. Now, Trisha's reasoning for coming for James is obviously because Shane, who hates James and had his career ruined by James and Tati, is Trisha's best friend. But to be honest, Shane really only lost his career at his own fault because his past resurfaced. So over the years, Shane has stood up for Trisha no matter what, and likewise, Trisha is showing that same energy back to him ever since he's been cancelled.
I wasn't a 30-year-old being friends with you, James, underage. You are also 21 years old, friends with an underage minor. Tati took advantage of you by being friends with you. You're doing that with Charlie. I haven't been friends with you. I haven't been friends with Charlie. I am not friends with a minor. I am simply someone on social media giving comments, and just because you don't like me, James. Charlie also came after me because those words were exactly the words that came out of your mouth. Keep my name out of your mouth. I'm going to keep talking about you. As long as you're on social media, people are open for criticism. There's no hate. There's no bullying. There's no foul misconduct, except for you being friends with a 16-year-old girl. Ew.
So when Trisha accused James of being a creep, here was James's angry response at the time.
I didn't want to respond to this because I didn't want to give Trisha the attention that she's clearly craving. However, I've now been accused of being a child, and this is not an accusation that I'm going to take lightly. To insinuate that the relationship between Charlie and I is anything other than just a friendship is absolutely disgusting.
Charlie had also lost the plot at Trisha. I mean, she went off, which is actually very rare for Charlie to do. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's the only time I've ever seen her really dive in and go off at another influencer. She didn't even go off at her cheating ex like that. Like, she was absolutely fed up with Trisha, and fair enough.
I'm just gonna say it, Trisha Paytas, like, this is not, sorry, just, you have been completely rude to me multiple times, saying she doesn't have a personality, she can't dance, she's basic. Like, you have your own problems, please stop worrying about mine.
Trisha's always going on and on about James hanging around minors, but there she was nitpicking a minor publicly. Like, practice what you preach. It's also important to note that the TikTokers James hangs out with are all around his age, and the only reason Charlie, who's the only minor, hangs out with them is because she's in the same industry as them, doing the same things as them. You know, she makes the same sort of videos as them, and she collabs with them, so it makes sense as to why they all hang out together. And I can imagine it would be very hard for Charlie to have other friends her age because not many people would understand the pressures of her newfound fame. Charlie is also homeschooled, which again, it makes it harder to make friends her age. Also, she'd never know who would be out to use her because she does have 100 million followers and makes millions annually, so I can guarantee she keeps her friend circle very small and humble and only hangs out with people who she can trust. Also, James never chills with Charlie alone, despite what Trisha is trying to make out like he does. So that was just another flaw in what Trisha was saying. I'd say, in fact, the only creepy person that's hung out around the Hype House would have to be Tony Lopez, who used to hang out with, or maybe still even does hang out with, Charlie and that crew, which I doubt he currently does. I'm pretty sure he doesn't because people would be seriously looking at him sideways right now. But regardless, it's pretty scary that he used to hang out with Charlie considering what he's been accused of. But yeah, he is not James Charles, and James Charles certainly isn't a creep towards Charlie. Yes, James has been accused of multiple things in the past, but a lot of that was put to rest after he made an exposing video leaking all his receipts and screenshots, and then people who had accused James of stuff then turned around and said, oh, actually, no, he didn't do anything. I kind of only just said that for clout. So yeah, James has had it pretty hard, and Trisha has obviously received a lot of backlash for her videos about James and other things since the drama took place. Heck, she's in a different drama every other week, but Trisha did decide to chill out on the drama scene after she recently got engaged to Hila Klein's brother. Now, I seriously thought that that was the reason why Trisha was going to quit TikTok. When she'd initially said that she was going to quit, I thought it was because she'd finally found love and seemed genuinely happy, and so she was going to go off and live happily ever after. And now I realised that she just had us all fooled. She's still getting married, don't get me wrong, but she was just trolling us when she was saying that she was going to quit TikTok. Now, her actual reasoning for saying that she was going to quit was because she claimed that she couldn't handle the criticism and hate online.
Okay guys, I'm leaving the app for real. I'm leaving social media. It's a really toxic place, and I wish you all well. And I want to apologize to Charlie, Dixie, and James. Hey everyone, so it looks like I might be quitting again. The comments were just a little too harsh for me on here. I get it, I'm 32, I'm a little too old to be on TikTok anyways. You can find me on YouTube. I'm going to be focusing on me, my family, and my fiance. For those of you who showed me love, thank you. For those of you who showed me hate, you win. Bye. And it's comments like this is why I'm actually going to be quitting for real this time. I thought it'd just be fun to share some lunch and eat with you guys, because I know some people find that helpful, but I guess I'll just be done. Find me on YouTube. There'll be a new podcast out tomorrow, and goodbye TikTok. Goodbye for now.
So literally only an hour after Trisha had said that she was quitting TikTok, she came back. Yeah, she acted like nothing had ever happened. So she'd made a range of different TikToks in between her TikToks where she kept saying that she was going to quit the app. So it wasn't like she was ever taking it seriously. Some of the random videos she'd posted in between her quitting videos included one where she was talking about her daddy issues. Then she unboxed designer sunglasses, and in another video she did cooking tutorials and much more random out there videos, all of which had nothing to do with her quitting. Trisha's reasoning for quitting social media was also really weird, and her reasoning for coming back didn't really make much sense either. Apparently she's only back because she wants the money, honey.
This is a message telling you guys that I will be quitting all social media platforms very soon. I come to the conclusion I will never get anywhere with it, so I am done. I really am done.
So yeah, see, I thought about it and gave it an hour, and then I needed lunch, and I realized I need money, so I'm back. I'll probably leave one day when I stop needing attention, so yeah, I'm probably not going anywhere. I said I was quitting, but I didn't say for how long, so technically I did quit. It was a good solid hour plus. I said an hour since my last TikTok, so it was over an hour. Hi, I'm what you call a pathological attention seeker?
So it was also pretty weird because Trisha rarely apologizes or takes accountability for anything. So her apologizing to James, Charlie, and Dixie really took people off guard. Like, people genuinely thought she wasn't lying. People honestly thought she was quitting the app for good. And I don't know if she did ever deactivate her account after posting these videos, but yeah, she came back pretty fast not long after she left, leading people to believe she only said that to start drama, get attention, maybe her views are down on TikTok, and so she used this drama to, I don't know, get more views. Now, Trisha has said that she's quitting multiple times this week, but nope, she keeps coming back. She is not going anywhere anytime soon. She's said it herself before in the past, she's like a cockroach. The internet can't get rid of her. I wouldn't be surprised either if she continued hating on James and the D'Amelio sisters in a few days' time or in a month's time. She's potentially using their name right now for clout. I'm pretty sure she gained some new followers when she was talking shit about them not long ago, so yeah, who would know? I reckon though, she still low-key hates James Charles, and it's also weird that she apologised because she's literally besties with Shane, and Shane hates James. When Trisha kept coming onto TikTok saying that she was going to quit, people went off at her. So Trisha came back posting her normal content and just had no care in the world for the major clickbait she committed, and her going on justifying her quitting social media by saying that she did actually quit for an hour is literally winding people up at this point. Trisha definitely tried to come up with every excuse imaginable to defend herself, saying that she quit TikTok. Are we really surprised at these recent antics? I mean, come on now. Trisha also mentioned on her recent Frenemies podcast with Ethan Klein that Shane Dawson is in fact coming back to YouTube, and she's obviously very excited about that, her bestie. And maybe that's the true reason why she apologised to James Charles. Maybe to pave the way for a potential apology from Shane. Who knows? But anyway, what are your thoughts on all this? And what are your thoughts on Trisha quitting social media for an hour? That was in fact the best hour of my life.